spending time with them because they're a little confused about what's going on. And so the identity crisis becomes very real. It's not like it's an alert on them because they didn't ask to all of a sudden be like get an adult body or their voice to alter and change or them to find out a career path. But at some point you have to. And so with these things in mind, their identity crisis is not as intense as if when an adult goes through an identity crisis, but it's definitely real. It's definitely normal. So fast forward, you never got that time to explore during your identity crisis as a teenager, and now you're an adult. You just did everything that was dished to you. You got that full scholarship to college. You picked a major that you thought would make you money. Now it puts you in a position in a company that makes you money. Now you have a wife, a kids. Now you have a husband and kids. Now you have a car out on your garage because your salary approved it. But is all of that you? They are what I call creature comforts in life as you go along. But your identity is not found in what you drive. Your identity is not found in who you're in a relationship with. Your identity is not found in your social or economic status. Your identity is an eternal surety. It's a confidence level that you know you were uniquely designed, wired to do something. If you're good with numbers, you might be designed just to be an accountant. If you're good with artwork, that's your niche. Don't matter what arena you jump in, you find yourself doodling, drawing, sketching. If you a teacher and you find yourself counseling half of the staff, then you're probably 20 times out of 20 designed to counsel. It's whatever comes natural and ease to your effort in doing it. That's when you know you're wired to do it. Whatever like your niche is. Okay. I'm good at speaking. I'm good at helping relationships out. And so when you find your identity, you walk with a lot more surety. Instead of letting the crowd, letting society dictate what you should be. Well, I just do this for the money. Okay. There are certain things that you have to do that puts you in a position that makes money. Okay. I have to work a 9 to 5 because I got 4 kids. You might tell yourself. But outside of that 9 to 5, what are you uniquely designed to do? And so find that identity. Because after those pictures stop clicking, after you log off, after the TV goes off, after the lights drop, when you're outside, you're back home and you're looking in the mirror, you're looking at yourself, and you need to be true to you. You need to be sure-footed in your identity and how uniquely you have been made. Because at the end of the day, no matter who's in your life, the only person you'll be looking back at the mirror at is you. And you don't want to cheat yourself in life and say, I'm not going through an identity crisis. But you know you are. If you don't get 20 likes tomorrow, and it drops your whole countenance for the day. Really? Who are you? If you post a picture holding money and it gets you 20,000 likes, who are you outside of that picture? And that's why I say the identity crisis is really big today. Because in this technology realm that we live in, people are defining who they are in very dysfunctional ways. And it becomes dysfunctional because if those things don't exist, they feel like they shouldn't exist. If somebody don't say X, Y, and Z, then they start feeling like there's no reason for me to start breathing or continue breathing. And so it's an alert being made through this episode, because when you gain identity crisis, whatever stage you're in, whether you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, it affects so many different things. You're in a relationship and everything's going well, but because you haven't found your identity and why you exist, you let it bleed into your relationships. So now you're insecure. Now you're looking at all the bad things that could be happening in a relationship, even though good things are consistently happening. You're looking at the what ifs or maybes, and you're turning a good relationship into a bad relationship, and it's all because you don't know who you are. That's why it's so key. A lot of people say when it comes to a young man, don't get into a serious relationship until you have some things in place. It's okay to have little girlfriends, people you date and everything, but have different foundations down, pat. Like what you supposed to do, what you want to do career-wise. Do you have shelter? If you want to drive a vehicle, like those things you answer. So once you get in a relationship, it don't cause a level of irritation that you start looking at the your significant other. I was about to say opposing party, but it's your significant other. And that could parallel in your job, and then your relationship with your kids, and then everything else. Find your identity. Make this crisis stop in your personal life and your business life. Make it stop so you could be more beneficial to yourself, more beneficial to your relationships, more beneficial to your work. In part 2, I will continue this topic on different steps you can take to tackle this identity crisis. But the first is knowing that it's going on. Seeing these signs and saying, hold up, she talking to me. Or listening to it and saying, my teenager needs to listen to this. Just to know that this is something normal they're going through. Or you listening to it and saying, this is what I'm going through. I didn't know that. That's why I feel bad. Why X, Y, and Z is happening, or why when it's not happening. So this concludes part 1 of Identity Crisis. Tune in on Thursday as we partake in the final part. Have a good day.